You hit it right on the head when you say Arizona is very conservative. You do not look a certain way, you're not accepted. You have a certain color of skin, you're not accepted. You don't have enough academic accreditation, you're not that acceptable. You're homeless, you better get the hell out of here.
The last few years being homeless, it's been brutal. It's been brutal. Every day you think about the next day of how you're gonna survive tomorrow. You know what I mean? How you get through today, and then what am I gonna do tomorrow? How am I gonna get some money? How am I gonna get, drugs to get me through the day? Where am I gonna sleep tomorrow night? So it's every day, it's just thinking about the next day. I mean, you might not even make it to the next day. But it was hard. It's hard. It's very hard.
In the 90s, there was a big popular trend around domestic violence, right? With a hurt woman, the black guy, well, run, let's save that. Now in this generation and time, the new trend is sex trafficking. Everybody wants to save the victims who are being sex trafficked, and what that looks like. Nobody has talked about saving the homeless, right? It's been a high volume of population. There's a lack of education for the masses. Nobody really understands, nor do they want to talk about the systemic issues that has provided homelessness for certain individuals. People lack compassion. You go to the city of Scottsdale, go to Tempe, they will have water fountains at bus stops, seats. You get into the downtown area or in areas where homelessness seems to be resonating, the chairs are gone from, there isn't even a bench at this point. There was a bench right outside of Cass, right? They took that bench out. I've worked with so many people that talked about what their vision of survival looked like, different means that they have to get to the next day. What does that mean? Sleeping under a bridge, an abandoned building, some of the sex work that youth were doing in order to get a hotel that room that night. Survival was even staying at the men's Overflow Isla and what that looked like for the young, intimidated individual.
It's kind of funny because looking back on it, it wasn't funny then, but when I first got here and they dropped me off and I went up to Overflow, and I was walking down the street and there was that big long line, and I asked the guy, is this a line to get in for shelter? And some other guy, it was the first thing anybody said to me, some other guy yelled out, "Welcome to the jungle, boy. You might be dead tomorrow." Right then I was like, oh my God, where am I? What did I get myself into? This is it. This is my last chance. Where do you go from here? The East lot, where they make, if there's not enough room in the Overflow building, they have the people sleep out in the parking lot. And there's 100, 150 people maybe out there. And in the morning, the police will come at 5 o'clock in the morning and turn their sirens on and start blaring their horns to wake them up. Get up, get going, and you can't even sit outside on the street. Where do you go? There's nowhere to go.
Unfortunately, one of my clients, she was kicked out of Cass. Some reason, we were working to get her back in, but she would have to walk to that McDonald's anytime she needed to use a restroom. And I thought, we're a caring provider, right? Let her use the restroom. This girl was pregnant, mentally ill, sleeping outside, but they would not let her use a restroom. And then she goes to McDonald's, and that's the attitude they have on her. But yes, you find yourself in the DES office, any public official office, probationary offices, mirrors are removed. Even at the DES office over here, I know a lot of homeless folks go there in this area to get their food stamps, and there people shower in the bathrooms. I mean, it happens, but they've made it impossible for you to even use a bathroom. No toilet paper half of the time. The bathroom's trash and no mirror.
The bathroom stalls, they don't have any doors. They take the doors off the stalls. Some people, they want privacy, so they'll put a sheet up. And they'll come right back there. Anybody put sheets up, you're out.
where Cass is built at, a lot of gentrification is happening. So the tolerance of being homeless and living a homeless lifestyle while we're building ASU dorms is not, it's not the comparison that this local place, downtown Phoenix, is looking for. So there is a lot of oppression downtown. The most common things that I've seen throughout the summertime is the youth being denied water. You know, they're walking, they didn't give me water, or I was at a park cooling down under a tree and I got cited trespassing. You know, that type of oppression could be the thing that keeps them homeless.
Just walking down the street, when you see business people coming out at lunchtime and they're walking down the sidewalk, they see you, they see you're homeless, they, you know, make an effort to walk about 5 feet around you, and it makes you feel, you know, inhuman, to where I started, when I walk and I see somebody who's dressed in, you know, a business uniform or business suit, I get out of the way. I walk around and give them room so I don't make them feel uncomfortable. I mean, some people may be, you know, stronger about that kind of thing. Maybe people that have been exposed to this their whole life, that have grew up in this area. But with me, you know, you treat people how you want to be treated. And I try to treat them, you know, with as much respect as I can. So when they start treating you crappy, you don't know what else to do. It starts getting in your mind that maybe I am just a piece of crap, or, you know, maybe I am lower than everybody else. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
If you ever have any questions around anybody who is homeless, you've already made your mind up about who they are and what they do, ask them a question. Ask them who they are. Get to know your neighbors. Get to know someone in your community who you see time after time after time who's walking the same block. That's it. You don't have to change their life. You don't have to do anything for them. Just give someone that human one-on-one contact and let them know that you realize that they exist in this world. That makes a world of a difference to someone sometimes, especially when they feel like nobody gives a shit about them and they're walking the streets and nobody cares. Sometimes they just need one-on-one time. Say hello. That's it.